Hi mamas, I'm Shen and welcome back to my channel at Mama Banana, where I share hacks, tips and reviews on products just for mamas. So today we are going to talk about cloth diapering and more specifically the LittleLamb's pocket nappies. So I've been cloth diapering just a couple of months now, and I found at the beginning it was quite hard to get started because there's just so much information out there. So what I'm going to share with you today is my review on the LittleLamb's pocket nappies and what I do and how I use them, how I clean them, how I get them ready and everything. The whole process in a basic, simple step-by-step, so that if you'd like to use pocket nappies as well, then you can just follow my process, and I will share a link in the description box down below on exactly what product it is that I do use. So this is a one-size pocket nappy from LittleLamb. Right now there's a sale on for these, so you get a set of 5 of these, any choice of colours that you want, for just £39, which is a really great deal. So with pocket nappies, right, these are fleece lined, okay, so the fleece kind of wicks the wet away from the baby so the baby's more comfortable. So this is the bit that touches against the baby's skin. And then on the inside of the pocket, that's where you put in your inserts or boosters, okay. So these ones, they come with 2 bamboo inserts. The good thing with bamboo inserts is that they're very soaky and they dry quickly. So I'll just quickly show you how to prep this. So you just pop in the bamboo liner, and then you tuck the little flap in here, okay. And then I have a liner. These are the liners sold by LittleLambs. I prefer these ones. I have used them 2-3 different types, and these are the best ones because they're nice and large. So then you just put the liner on top and you pop the baby on top. I'm going to grab a doll so I can give you a quick demo of how to put this on, okay? So you put your baby high up onto the back of the nappy. So you want the back here to be just at the crack of their bums, okay? And then you lift up the nappy, and are these snaps here, okay, so you can reduce the size of the nappy. Okay, so I'm going to put this on the smallest setting. You make sure that all the fleece is kind of tucked inside, and then what you do is tuck this in here. You pull this out, lift it up, and pull across. You don't want it to be too tight on your baby at all, because when they sit up and all, their belly is going to protrude a bit, so they'll be uncomfortable if you have this too tight. Okay, and then tuck this in, lift this up and across. So there's snap buttons here as well to go across onto the legs. You just want this to fit comfortably. Again, you don't want it to be too tight. Okay, and then once this is fitted on, you want to kind of put your finger around, okay, to run it through so that it will sit nicely on the crease of their leg. So it should be along the nipple line, okay. So run this along so that it will sit onto their nipple line, and that's how it's supposed to fit, okay. So this needs to be down at their bum crack, and that's how you get a good fit. So now once the baby has soiled the nappy, okay, what I do is I get a piece of tissue, and then I will pick this up and I'll actually throw this straight into the bin. So once I've binned this, I actually use cloth wipes on my baby as well. But initially, to get the poo off, I'll just use a bit of tissue paper to wipe off any solids on my baby's bum, chuck that in with the liner into the little bin bag. And then the rest of the cloths, I damp them and I use it to clean my baby's bum, and I throw it into here as well, where everything is dirty, and then I'll fold all that up and I'll throw everything into a wet bag then, and I'll leave that wet bag until I do a load. So after 2 days after I have a full load, I'll take care of all the nappies at the same time, okay. So like I said, everything goes into a wet bag. I bring the wet bag down, and on top of my washing machine I have a pair of gloves, and then that's when I throw on my gloves and I'll go through all the dirty nappies. I'll open up all the nappies out, throw out all the cloth wipes into the washing machine, and then I'll pull out the the boosters or the inserts are within the pocket nappy. You have to pull these out to make sure that they get a good wash and clean. Okay, and just to mention as well, if you get a little bit of poo on this, that's fine, I'll just throw it into the wash. But if there's a lot of poo on it and your child is on solids and not just breast milk, then you would rinse this off. Some people like to clean this off in the toilet, maybe flush the toilet and hold this against the water to kind of get most of it off, or they like to let it dry and then scrape it off. I will rinse and hose this off in the bathtub to get all the solid poos off. So then what you do is you put all these dirty nappies and inserts into the wash, and you need to put it onto a rinse cycle where you put no washing powder in it. And then after the rinse cycle, you put the machine on 60 degrees. So you should include your wet bag. And I know a lot of these nappies will say you can wash them at 30 or 40 degrees. It needs to be a 60 degrees wash to sanitize them. Otherwise, they will start to smell. Okay, and then with the wash, you need to use bio detergent powder. Powder disperses the best, and then it needs to be bio, because without the bioenzymes in it, it just doesn't clean them properly. So you need to use bio washing up powder. Okay, so you put it on a full 60 degrees long wash. On my machine, that's a cotton wash. You put in a full scoop of the washing powder, 60 degree wash, after you put it on the rinse cycle. So the rinse cycle gets rid of all the poo and urine, and it means that it's a cooler wash or cooler rinse, so that the stains don't get to set. If you put this straight onto 60 degrees wash, then poo stains will set in, and then add a rinse cycle on afterwards. Just get rid of any excess detergent. Excess detergent can affect absorbency. That's why you do that. So you can tumble dry these on a low heat. I tend to just do a spin dry. After the wash, I actually hang everything up onto this little hangy air dryer thing that I have, and I have it right beside the window so that I can open up the window to let some of the moisture out, and having it against the window means the sunlight can help dry everything as well. And then underneath that, I have a dehumidifier, which is normally on when that thing is hanging up, and that helps to dry everything as well. So with the pocket nappies, I have these hanging up here by the tabs so that there's more material hanging down so that they get to dry quicker. And then once everything is dry and off the washing machine, I like to have everything pre-packed up again. So when you're starting off, just use these inserts. You can add more of these inserts if you need to. So pop the boosters back in, or the inserts, and then if you use a liner, pop the liner on. And then I like to have this rolled up and ready to go. So because I have 2 different children in cloth nappies, I do 2 different rolls, though I know that which is for which. Okay, so this is going to be for my baby. I'm just going to snap these buttons down to make it smaller. So the diapers for my baby, I just do a simple 3-fold like this. And then I close it up so that it is ready to go. For my toddler, I do a tight roll like this, so it's more cylindrical. And then I close it up like that, so that straight away I can identify which child this is for. And for my baby, alright, because she is only a light wetter, for nighttime, okay, I will add a different booster. So for nighttime, I'll add one of these Bambino Mio boosters for my baby. Okay. So microfiber, it goes on top. Just to be clear, you never have the microfiber directly touching your baby's skin. This needs to go under a fleece, because apparently the microfiber can irritate your baby's skin. But also on these ones, if you flip them on the other side, then that's not microfiber. So you can have the side touching your baby's skin, okay? But we have the fleece liner to protect our baby, so that's okay. So I pop this in there, and this works well for my baby. I don't need any other type of nappy for her at all. When she gets older, I will need something else. I'll tell you, for my toddler, I use a fitted nappy. So this is a fitted nappy from LittleLamb, okay, and it goes like this. There is a little flap here. This is actually just so that it will dry quicker. If this was all part of this one material, it just takes longer to dry. So by separating and dividing it, you can hang it up to dry like this so that it will dry quicker. And also just to mention, this will actually fit into a pocket nappy. Here I have uploaded a video on this last week, so I'll link that in the description box down below. But essentially, this can be tucked right inside one of these nappies here, so that it'll be a lot more comfortable for your baby. So for my toddler, I have bought these Grovia pull-up reusable nappies, and they look to be very good. I have not used them yet, but if you would like a review on this after I've had a chance to use them for a while, then let me know in the comments down below. So I hope I have covered off everything to help you get started with pocket nappies, which in my opinion are the easiest nappies to use, and with LittleLambs, which again in my opinion are the best value nappies on the market. It's a great way to get started and get you familiar with everything. If you have any questions at all, do ask me in the comments down below. I am by no means an expert on cloth diapering. I'm new myself, but I have learned a lot in a very short period of time. Just add a quick tip about these disposable liners, okay? You can rewash these. I've actually been reusing these until they have caught a poo in them. And rather than adding more rubbish onto the landfill, when these do catch a poo, I will dump them into a plastic bag that I am repurposing. So just make sure you keep all your plastic packaging, like even the likes of this, okay? You can use this to dump poo in after it's used. Crisp packets, anything like that, they're all perfect. Anything that's soft plastic, you can easily twist it and do a little tie and then dump it into your black bin. Anything that's stiff plastic like this, if you have a little tape dispenser, you can fold it and dump and tape it down, or you can just fold it and then place it into your black bin. Or you can do a quick fold like this, and then your poo will be contained as well. If you'd like to see how to fold it again properly, I will do another video on it. Just let me know in the comments down below. So thank you very much for watching. I hope you learned plenty about the LittleLamb pocket nappies and how to get started. I hope this motivates you to get started with cloth diapering, or at the very least maybe try cloth wipes. That's how I got started with all of this. But thank you so much for watching. So until the next video, thank you and goodbye.